Aloha, friends. Welcome to the Business Finance Coach on YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a question comment I get all the time about QuickBooks. Often people will be asking me what they should do to set up, and they'll mention that they have a version of QuickBooks, they have it installed on their desktop, and, you know, should they use it? They felt it's too complicated. Typically, for my audience here on the Business Finance Coach, it's really geared towards self-employed LLCs. And for that audience, I typically don't recommend QuickBooks. Now, there is a big difference between QuickBooks that you install and QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Self-Employed, which is really an app based on your phone. The type of QuickBooks that you install on a desktop, I never recommend. At this point, it's really outdated. QuickBooks had, by default of Intuit, really mastered the market. However, a company has been giving them a run for their money for many years now called Xero, and their goal was to be better than QuickBooks, and they are much better than QuickBooks. Part of that has to do with the entire reconciliation process that QuickBooks has. It makes it very difficult to update records if you don't have perfect documentation and know where every penny's gone, or if there's one little mistake, it makes it very difficult to figure that out. And when you're self-employed, you need to move forward. Getting the data is important, and having your numbers updated for taxes to be right and for your legal entity to exist, certainly very important. But at the end of the day, you want to understand your money and know your money so that you're not stressed out, so that you understand your profitability and you know how to make decisions to increase it. You know how to have fun in your business because you understand the money, which is your means and probably the ends as well. So, in short, I never recommend a desktop edition of QuickBooks. If you're in the situation where you absolutely need that functionality as a bigger business, there are other options that have done a far better job, in my opinion. And however, there is QuickBooks Online, there's QuickBooks Self-Employed. I've had horrible experiences with QuickBooks Online. I've kind of had bad experiences with Intuit in general. They're a very big company. They do TurboTax as well. But, that being said, they're just kind of a giant company. I don't tend to like that culture as much. Now, they may change, but typically, I don't recommend desktop editions of QuickBooks. On the other hand, Xero has really streamlined the entire reconciliation process. So I do think that people can DIY Xero, and it's easy enough these days to get a little bit of help where you need it. Now, I would certainly more recommend, if you're going to take that route, doing a course with me. I'm starting my money mastery course, which is really focused on building the habits and understanding and getting your stuff together, staying on top of it. And often, a lot of people on my site are certainly attracted to the spreadsheet method, which I think is great to use while you're building the habit and really to wrap your head around your numbers and what it means. Because once you understand that, then you'll have enough understanding when you get into the software to use the reports. And once you have the habit, you'll actually continue with the software and really enjoy it. So I do typically recommend Xero. That's my go-to, especially for small businesses, self-employed. Xero's the go-to. If you have inventory, you do have to add an app on. It's not an out-of-the-box solution like QuickBooks Desktop can be. So that's one of the key differences. If you sell products, you have inventory. However, again, I have not used a Xero inventory, but I've heard great things about different options, and the Xero is just so much better to look at and easier to reconcile and easier to correct issues and all sorts of things. So my money mastery course is launching in October for the first time, and I will be posting. If you're interested, be sure to sign up for the business spreadsheet template. You'll get information about it. But I'm going to be posting videos on using spreadsheets and using Xero to do your records. I'm going to be providing those videos for people in the course, but they'll also just be being posted on YouTube. The course is really about doing the work in a virtual classroom with me and other participants, and really building the habits and having me to not get stuck. However, the videos will be delivered to them differently if you're in the course, but they will also be on YouTube. So keep an eye out. I will have videos to help you use Xero yourself, and or a spreadsheet yourself. And I think that's all. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear if you have any questions. There are a lot of other software options, which I typically have opinions against. However, when you're getting started, all that matters is that you've got a handle on your numbers. So ask away. I'll record other videos for you, and be sure to subscribe for more information for mastering your self-employed money. All right. Have a beautiful day. Aloha.